Okay, guys, welcome. This is our beginner series on computer in general, our beginner series, right? So if you have just gotten a new brand computer or someone have given you a computer, right, this will be very much good for you to start off with. All right, so we are going to be uploading lots of videos in this series in order for you to learn more about called the computer. So today our first lesson, we're going to be working with the mouse. All right, we're going to be working with the mouse. We're going to be learning how to switch on the mouse, how to turn this primary and secondary keys on the mouse, right? Okay, now the mouse particularly is an input device, is divided into two main parts. That's the two main buttons, and that's the primary and secondary button as well on the mouse. So this is the mouse, the cursor. This is the mouse that we use to navigate across the window, to move across the window. So for what you see here, the little arrow that you see on the screen currently is the pointer. That's the pointer. Other range you might call it the cursor or so. So quickly we get into it. How can we actually customize our mouse? So quickly we will head over to setting. There are so many ways to get a setting, but first I will say you can tap the window key and then you spell setting quickly. Now you will be over to setting. Now this is one short way to get over to setting. Now you will see this entire window that have suffix here. You head over to device. Now when you head over to device, you check in the left panel. The left panel, they have Bluetooth and other devices, printer and scanner, and here we have mouse, right? That is our focus. So we click on mouse quickly, and then if you check in this middle panel here, you see in the mouse, you see the primary button is the one left click. Now it's the left, but you can change it to right. All right, now if I click on the drop down arrow, you're going to see right here, right? As soon as we change it to right, now what happened is that it start to function in an opposite direction. Now the right click now start to do the primary work. Now to understand this, now to do the primary work basically would be, let me head back to our desktop. The primary work is to perform that action, is to take that action, and the secondary work is to give us an option, right? The secondary work is an optional work. Now we have set our left click to secondary and our right click to primary. So now primary will perform that action, will execute that action, and secondary will be to give an option. Now take for instance, we have our secondary now, our right click as our primary. If we click on any one of these up here, now they come to recycle bin, and then click on recycle bin. Now we left click on recycle bin, it's giving us option, right? It's actually giving us option. If we right click on it, it's going to open recycle bin. Now so quickly we head back to setting, and then we push it back to left click, giving left click the primary, and then this is the speed of the mouse, the cursor. This is the speed of the cursor, how faster the cursor going to move across the window. As you can see, right, you can reduce the speed by using the primary click and dragging it down, or using the primary click and increasing the speed as well. So I just set the speed of the mouse to 10, and then down you can come to where we have the roll the mouse wheel. Now if you are using your laptop, you will find out that this road here can actually be opting, or you can use this function by using your two finger on the mouse plate. All right, by using your two fingers on the mouse plate to scroll. Right, now if you are using or hard component mouse, now if you are using a standard mouse, you will find a middle ruler over it, so that you can use to scroll up and down of the window. Now if you come here, they will say one scenes at a time and multiple lines at a time. Now you can set it based on your own specifics. Now the next option we have here, they say choose how many lines to scroll each time. Now each time you using this identical stroke, right? How many lines that you want to use to scroll. Now please, for me, I will keep it to 2, because I will keep it to 2. Okay, now it is 2, right? Now the next thing here, we have show inactive window. When now this is another key portion. They're saying to active or inactive your stroke on the window whenever you are hovering over them. All right, now this is on already. You can turn it off, or for me I will keep it on, because when it's on it gives you more effectiveness on the machine. Now the next thing to look at, we come here, we say we have adjusting mouse and the cursor, right? These are our additional options. So we're going to click on it, and then if we come here, we can be able to choose our marks. We can be able to change our marks the way we want our marks, right? I think you can see as I'm selecting here, there are several other marks. You can choose the mouse and change the color of the mouse as well. To this place, you can change the color of the mouse as well. Now, but I will just keep it simple with this. I'll keep it simple with the default one, right? Then it says change mouse tone feedback. If it is on, well, it is on, because we want to know whenever there are feedbacks when you come to it. Now if you check on the left panel here, you're seeing display, you're seeing mouse pointer. Currently we are at mouse pointer. You're seeing text. Now when it comes to text, whenever you are typing, how you want this cursor to be, how you want the cursor to appear, right? You can increase the size, you can decrease the size of the cursor, you can choose color for the cursor, and so on. All right, so now the magnifier of the mouse, now you come into magnifier of the mouse, you can increase the size of the mouse and reduce the size of the mouse in this technical area. And then we have color themes and so forth. So basically guys, that is just that for our first beginner lesson. Understanding the mouse, changing the primary button to the secondary button, changing secondary button to primary button, and also customizing our mouse, changing the color, changing our pointer, changing them, and so forth. So guys, thank you very much for sticking around. Hope to see you guys in the next video of our beginner series. This is your first time to computer, stick around. There are lots for you to learn.